So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a very cool looking Minecraft logo or text using BlockBench. Now for those who are unfamiliar with BlockBench, it is basically a program that gets used very frequently for making Minecraft models. Or, well, just models for games in general. And you can do some very cool stuff with it. That includes making some cool texts and logos like this. And today, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Do make sure to subscribe to my channel if you've not done so yet. You would really help me out by doing that. Okay, so the program we will need for this is called BlockBench. I will leave a link to this website down below. Now over here, you immediately need to make a choice. Because you can either download and install BlockBench. So I can just install it as a program on my own PC and then work from there. Or I can use the web app. In other words, I wouldn't have to download anything and I can just use BlockBench in a browser. Now the installation process is of course really easy. It is just a matter of downloading, installing the program and then booting it. It will be very straightforward, but for this tutorial I will just be using the web version. So I'm gonna click on open web app and that will take me to this page. By the way, if you install the program on your own PC, it will look just like this. So from here you will see we got a lot of options. You can add a Minecraft skin, you can just add regular Minecraft blocks, you can also just create a genetic model. But what we want to do is we want to install a plugin. Yes, a plugin! But this time not a Minecraft plugin, but a BlockBench plugin. So over here in the top left, you want to click on File. And after that, you want to click on the button that says Plugins. After doing that, a giant list with all sorts of plugins will open. So these are all basically add-ons you can add to BlockBench. And the one you want to look for is probably listed somewhere at the top. It is called the Minecraft Title Generator, created by Evan Howell. So you want to click on there and after that you want to click on the install button. So here it is, simply click on there. So now we're going to close this window and like you can see under Minecraft, we now have a new option that says Minecraft title. So now we just want to click on there and then create new Minecraft title. Now for me, it immediately opens this menu. If it doesn't for you, so if it just shows this, then you want to click on this small icon over here that says add Minecraft title text. It are basically two small T's next to each other, but you want to click on there and they will bring you to this menu. Now over here, you can create your own Minecraft title. And of course, I can't show you every single option, but I'm gonna walk you through this real quick so you kind of know which settings are available. So first of all, you want to add your text. Now I'm gonna add the text subscribe because that is what you should do. Now over here, we have a lot of different fonts. So Minecraft 10 is of course Minecraft's main font, you could say. It is the font that Mojang uses across their website and stuff like that. But there are many more fonts available. So we also got Minecraft 5, Minecraft 5 Bold, Minecraft 10 with an outline, Minecraft Dungeons font, Minecraft 7, which is another Minecraft font, and then Minecraft GUI, which I have never tried this one. I don't know how it looks, but it's probably cool. Now over here, you can make a choice between where you want this text to appear. At the top, at the bottom, or small. Now, how that exactly works, I will show you in a second, but we're gonna start with just a simple top text. So I'm gonna select top and then I'm gonna go to the texture. And over here, you can change the texture. So by default, it is correct, but just look at how many options you have. It is really great. So you can choose whatever one you want. I'm gonna go for this winter. Haha, winter. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the winter theme. Now, these are, of course, all pre-made themes. When you go to gradients, you will also be able to select a gradient. So you can just select up to 5 colors that will form a gradient together. Pretty cool. And you can even upload a file, but I won't be going over that in this video. So we're just gonna go to pre-made. I'm gonna select winter. And after that, we're gonna go to overlay. And in overlay, you can add some overlay options. So for example, if you want your text to appear kind of cartoonish, then you can select this one. And now it will kind of look like a cartoon text. If you do shine, then your text will get kind of a shine over it, kind of a glow. You can also do shine random or maybe an outline. Maybe you want your text to look like glass. That's pretty cool stuff. Like you can see, there are lots of overlays to choose from. You can also choose an overlay color. So if you don't want it white, but we, for example, want it black, then you can see that's also possible. Now, in this case, I do think that white looks best, but in some scenarios, you might want to change the overlay color. You can also change the opacity and the blending method, but there's no single explanation for this. You basically just have to try it out, test things, and see what looks well. Now then, next we're gonna go to style. Over here you can just change the color, change the saturation, brightness, contrast. Like you can see, everything I do here will make the text look different. Now this you just have to experiment with, try things out, make it look nice, and then after that you can change some position settings, so the scale of the text, the character spacing, stuff like that, but most people will be good by default. So now I'm just gonna click on finish, subscribe. Like you can see, that looks pretty great. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful 3D subscribe text. Now, of course, it is still a little boring. It is just like, it's just a single text. There's nothing more to it. So let's say we want to add another text beneath it. How do we do that? Well, then we're gonna go back to this icon, add Minecraft title text. We're gonna fill in a new text. I'm gonna type to Kasai Sora. Yes. And then instead of a top text, I'm gonna choose a bottom text. The texture I'm gonna change to something like, for example, this one. I think that would look pretty great. The overlay, I'm gonna change to cartoon. And then I'm gonna choose finish. And there we go. Subscribe to Kasai Sora. Now you might see that it looks very long. That's because it was actually placed in like an angle. Look at it. In 3D, when you can move it around, it looks very weird. But when we go to the render tab here on the top right, and we then click on this icon, bam! This is how you will eventually render it. Got to say, that looks pretty sick. But let's say you don't want this big to Kasai Sora text here, but you want something smaller. Well, that's also totally possible. I'm gonna delete this text again by just selecting the text here on the right and then pressing on delete. Literally that easy. Now I'm gonna click on add Minecraft title text again. Then I'm gonna leave the text the same, so still to Kasai Sora, but instead of bottom text, I wanna add a small text. So I'm gonna click on small, then let's make it gold, for example, and then I'm gonna click on finish. And now this is what it will look like. So we got subscribe to Kasai Sora. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. Now, of course, you can also use other fonts for this. So when we remove to Kasai Sora again, and we will create a new text again, but this time I'm gonna select this one, for example, the Minecraft 5 bold block. You can see that when I go to textures, there will be other options here. So we got flat, live, and neon. But when we now click on finish, this is what it will look like. That is pretty cool stuff. Now you might see when we zoom in that there's like a small black line in between all of these letters. Don't you worry, as soon as we render it, these lines won't be there. Hi! Future Kasai Sora here. So, while editing this video, I noticed there was something I didn't really explain, and that is how the row system works. So, I'm gonna explain you how to do that real quick. So, here I only got the subscribe text. If we now add another text, but not on the top row, but on the bottom row. So now, this is what it looks like. This is what we also just created. But we're actually able to add more rows to this. So when we go to add Minecraft title again, and this time I'm, for example, going for Minecraft 5 bold, and I'm gonna choose a small text, then over here you can choose a text row. So the vertical row that the text will appear on. Now it is set to 0 by default, but if you, for example, set it to something like 2 and then click on finish, you will see that the position is different. Now it is completely in front of this other text, so it's a little too high. Now there are two things you can do now. You can either remove it again and then place it on another row, or we can just grab it by clicking on this small thingy you see over here, and then we can drag it down. So I can just drag it down here. There we go. I can also drag it up in that exact same way. I can, for example, drag it on top of the top subscribe text. So then it will look like this. Now you can add way more lines to this. So I can just add another one. I'm gonna put it on line 5. Okay, now it's over here. If you think that's way too low, we can just grab it. We can put it up a little bit. So you're not limited to just 2 rows. You can add as many as you want. Now, if we would look at this in 3D, then it would look very, very off, like you can see. But when you center everything, then, you know, it actually looks very, very great. So there's a lot of customization. You can add as many texts as you want, basically, and you can just place them wherever. It's very cool. I didn't explain this in my original recordings, so here you go. Okay, so let's say this is the text I want to use. Subscribe to neccesary. I don't want to change anything anymore. This is it. In that case, you want to go and click on render in the top right again. We're gonna click on this small icon to center everything. So we click, and there we go. Now it is placed on like a small angle that Mojang also uses for their Minecraft text and stuff like that. Now you can select a quality over here. So SD, which is around 480 pixels. Don't do that. Very bad quality. HD is around 720 pixels. I also would not recommend that. HD Plus is what you could go for, but I would just highly recommend going for the highest option, 2K. Now there are higher options out there. If you click here, you can set a custom resolution, but anything above 2048 will not have anti-aliasing enabled. And you pretty much want that enabled to make it all look very clean and nice and smooth. So unless you have no other choice and you really need a higher quality, I would recommend just going for the 2K option. So now we've selected 2K, everything is centered. I'm just gonna click on this small camera button and it's rendering, and a few seconds later, it is finished. The render is complete. And now I can click on export render. We have to make a choice between normal, a Minecraft 1.20 plus title, a Minecraft 1.19 minus title, or a Mojang Studio title. Now I just wanted to look like this because that's how I made it. So I'm gonna go for normal. And like you can see, a download has started. And when I now open the file we just downloaded, this is what you will see. Subscribe to neccesary, which you should, by the way, definitely do. And then that will be everything for now. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Hopefully I was able to help you out. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.